Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed, yes, to another edition of the Mark Mosey Show podcast. As we're always broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Take back control of your life. Call them today, even in these chilly weather times. Yes, it's Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. And joining me here on a Thursday is a very nice lady with the Vero Beach Museum of Art right there in Vero Beach. And we want to appreciate all their help. I know they're coming on as my midday sponsor on the Mark Mosey Show on 95.9 The Rocket. And we're here to talk about all the big events they have coming up here in 2026. So, Pamela, how you doing today?
Good. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing just fine. I know you got a big event coming up on Valentine's Day. This is very key on Saturday coming up, free, open to the public. Before we get to that, tell us about the Vero Beach Museum of Art and what you guys are all about.
Yeah, so the Vero Beach Museum of Art, we're located right here at 3001 Riverside Park Drive, just over the Barber Bridge. We always have several exhibitions on view, and we love putting together several programs from lectures to tours. We have a great museum art school here at the museum that has classes with everything ranging from drawing to mixed media and ceramics. And we're getting ready to celebrate our 40th anniversary. So that's really exciting.
That is very exciting. And then were you guys doing like renovations, upgrades? What's going on with the facility?
Yes, just a couple months ago, we broke ground for our new building. It's going to be located right here at the park as well. So construction is underway. There's some fencing around the campus, but we're just continuing operations for quite some time before that happens.
That's exciting. I know you got one building, you're going to have even a better one. That's really cool. So let's go to the event then there for February 14th. I know it's exciting. It's free and open to the public. What's actually going to be going on exactly, Pamela?
Yes. So every month we have our free second Saturdays, which are open to the community and families. So this is going to be an expanded version of that. Rather than being only 10 to 1, we're going to be here from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll have several art making activities available for families. We're going to be building a community flag. We're inviting attendees to bring a piece of red, white, or blue fabric to contribute to this community flag. This is also our yearly Museum Art School open house. So a lot of our teaching artists will be here just showcasing a little bit of what their classes are all about. There will be discount for anyone wanting to register in person here on that day. Apart from that, we have a lecture at 11 a.m. that day from our executive director, Brady Roberts. He will be sharing information about Museum in the Garden. That is our campaign for the new building. He'll be unveiling plans and sharing his vision for our renewed museum. We will also have live music with Anderson Council outside on the driveway from 12 to 3 p.m. We'll have food trucks, Space Coast hot dogs, and Jeremiah's Italian Ice will be joining us. So there's really going to be a lot to do for all members of the family.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy day, which is going to be really cool for the community, especially there in Vero Beach. But look, it's not far. And I was telling you off air, like, all right, I got family in Port St. Lucie. You could drive right up. You're right there. Here in, Brevard, if you're in Palm Bay, Melbourne, just drive down there to Vero. It's not that far from there either. Pamela, what do you need to do on this day? I know you're going to be running around. What's the game plan?
Yes. Well, I have been in communication with all of the participating parties, the food trucks. So I will be running around that day and making sure everything is flowing smoothly. We have several staff and volunteers who are ready to welcome all the guests that day. So it's going to be a fun day.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I'll be sleeping Sunday, Mark. That's what's going to happen. That's what it's going to be. All right. What are some of the exhibits that are open right now? And usually, if you've been to a museum, it's like, hey, it'll be for the next couple weeks, months. What's going on with Vero Beach then with exhibits?
So right now we have American Made. This is a traveling exhibit, and it's called American Made. It features artworks from the Demel collection. 200 years of American art. So it's very timely with the 250th anniversary this year. This is going to be on view through June. And it has everything from painting to sculpture from the 1800s to modern artwork. We also have Museum in the Garden. This is a display of some architectural renderings and plans showcasing a little bit of what our new building is going to be all about.
Okay.
And we also have another exhibit called Construction. And this features permanent collection works that are focused on from construction from architecture to abstraction. And this features some permanent collection works that relate to those themes.
Okay, so yeah, especially, all right, I know you could go, you guys are open all the time, but especially February 14th is the big event, and I will link all the information through their website. You will see that in this video, and it'll be super easy to find out. Okay, so Pamela, a little about you then. I'm going to put you on the spot. Okay. All right. I know you're originally from South Florida. You've been there a couple of years and everything. What is your background and why you got into this profession to work there at the museum?
Yeah, I started off several years ago as a curatorial assistant. I've done most positions within a museum, from curatorial to development, marketing. And I realized my favorite thing is planning programs, ideating lectures or partnerships as they relate to the exhibits that we have on view. So that's what I do here. I coordinate all of the lectures. We have our international lecture series, which will be starting soon on February 23rd. We have monthly tours, family programs, and all of those.
That is really nice. And look, I feel your pain where, okay, there's events going on right now, but then behind the scenes, you're working on July, the fall. I know how it is. Look, I get it. You're always thinking to the future, and you have to be in the moment once in a while. I get it. It is. That's really cool. All right. What's your favorite thing there at the museum that you will look at all the time? This is the tough question. What do you personally like, Pamela, that we can go check out?
I think my favorite thing at the museum is we have a beautiful chandelier on display in our museum lobby by artist Fred Wilson. And it arrived to the museum before I started working here, but it's just really beautiful to look at, and it's always on display. So that's nice.
All right. So when we walk in, it's right there. And
just look up.
Look up, and we need to have some type of display. Pamela's favorite thing in the building. Then point up. That's what it needs to be.
Yes.
When you're talking with little kids that come to these events, is that one of those great moments of your career where they get excited about these types of things?
Yes, we love seeing them. We actually usually have some art hunts that we do for events, which we will have one for the 14th. And seeing them, run around trying to find the answers, like a little scavenger hunt in the galleries, getting excited when they discover something in a painting is definitely one of the most rewarding parts of our job.
That is really cool. All right. Can you actually paint? I cannot. I can admit this. I cannot. I have no talent in that department. My sister does. She can do it. Can you do it, Pamela?
No, I dabbled. I have an art minor from my bachelor's degree. But no, I wouldn't call myself an artist.
It's all right. We have to have these conversations. Yes. All right. I'm going to try to impress you. I have seen the Mona Lisa in Paris, and everyone says, when they tease you and they go, it's not as big as you think. And they're right. It is smaller. Have you seen the Mona Lisa before?
Yes. And it was shocking how I couldn't even really get so close to it because the room it's in is constantly full with all the tourists trying to see the same piece.
And then you're on like a conveyor belt because they want you to keep going. And all right, does this happen at the museum then? It's fascinating where before, okay, I want to take a picture of it. I know some museums like, no, you can't take photos. You can't mess with it. But isn't it fascinating? Everyone wants a selfie. I have to be part of the photo. Is that the new world we live in when it comes to this type of stuff?
Yeah, it's interesting. And, social media has done so much in terms of changing the way we look at things, and a lot of the, default things we do. Before, it would have been just take a picture of the item, and now people's instinct is just to take a selfie instead.
I'm the star, even though I'm more famous than it. The one that really shocked me, and I could not, even to this day, is I went to the Vatican and I saw the Sistine Chapel. The craziest, you can't, like, it's so high up, and you're like, what? Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't had the opportunity to visit yet, but I bet.
Okay. Is there anywhere else, the bucket list, outside of going to the Vero Beach Museum of Art? That's number one. Is there any type of thing like that where you're like, I have to see this before I die? It's on the bucket list.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Oh, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get in the car later, drive home, and then it's going to hit you.
Yes, exactly.
That's what's going to happen. Okay. All right. So before I let you go, I know you guys are celebrating 40 years. You're under construction. It's very exciting times, right? Okay. Are you guys open 7 days a week? How about that front?
Yes. Monday through Saturday, we're open from 10 to 4 p.m. And then Sundays, we're open from 1 to 4.
And then the event's on February 14th, free and open to the public. Longer hours you're going to be open. But you were saying this goes on more than just that 14th. Is this every month with a free event?
Yes. So every month we have free second Saturdays. We have museum studios, which entails mini tours with docents for families. And we always have some sort of art making activity in our studios. And that's typically from 10 to 1 every second Saturday. This specific one is being blown up. Yeah.
This one is, Pamela's been working on it behind the scenes. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Right. I have to impress you some more, and then I'll let you go. My favorite artist of all time is Edward Hopper. That's the one. I love all of his different works. And I know everyone, look, if you don't know who that is, there's one you've always seen where they're at the diner and it's kind of looks three-dimensional. And then there's always parody ones where it's like you see Marilyn Monroe and Elvis are sitting there. That's what I always think about. That's my favorite. Do you have a favorite that you go with that you're like, I love it so much?
I think one of my favorite artists at the moment might be, his last name, I'm blanking on his last name, but he's a Cuban artist and his first name is Julio. And he does these really interesting, imaginative scenes. So those are really interesting.
All right. We're going to look this up. All right. If Julio, I know you're searching right now. She's like, I have to get the name. Okay. Here's the thing about Pamela. She was not expecting these questions. Okay. Not. All right. Did you find it, Pamela? That's the question.
Julio Larraz.
All right. Okay. We can't break his heart. And make sure it's all right. What's the website for all the details on everything moving forward?
VBmuseum.org. You can find everything you need there.
Okay. I like it. Pamela, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck with everything. And I hope I can get you on again sometime.
Thank you so much for having me.